to form an opinion of people based on certain criteria. Yes, basically it's about judging people just at first sight. It's a thing we shouldn't do, but we still do it. Now, the most common criteria is forming an opinion of a person from my view is by the person apprehensions. Apprehension is the way that someone or something looks, or we can tell that an act of performing or participating in a public event. See is their skin tone. It is fixed in most people's mind that if the person has a fair skin, automatically the person will fall to the bright side, such as he or she is very nice, a good person. As an hold on, if the person tends to smile, a good and innocent, that means they will be friendly, polite, can be easily fooled or cheated. Now, if their skin tone is dark, we don't easily place them in the positive opinion. Next, we will see whether they are smiling or frown. If they are smiling, we are either take them as, okay, he seems nice. Mostly we don't fix them, they are 100% nice or good person. But if they are frown, we take them as a bad person. A person we need to be interact with caution. Next, we will see their body. Muscular, we will think they are really strong, never pick a fight with a person. Watch out our words when talking to them. A person has a moderate body and we will think they are not dangerous. That's a wrong opinion. This is why I say the person apprehension is the most criteria in forming an opinion at the person based on what I have just said. So Ruba, do you agree that apprehension can judge a person? And what's about your opinion, Ruba?
Hi Kamal, thank you for giving opportunity to share my opinions. We all fall into a trap of judging a person's character by their appearance. How wrong we are. All too often, the real character of the person only appears when some negative event hits them or you. Then you may see a toxic person emerging from the runs, and it is often of shock. A total stranger may guess what kind of temperament you have just by reading your tweets. Non-swipe objective and even the speed at which you talk can give impression about your personalities. For example, more outgoing people are more likely to speak louder and more quickly. But there is other ways to speaking that can help you to determine someone's character. For example, anxious people tend to use words showing their emotional against. More often, anxious people tend to include in their speech words at fear, worry and distress. They can say things about themselves like, I carry around a menstruous level of sadness, but even so don't rush to judge a person if speak like this. Everyone has their own style. Sometimes we say one thing and the person we are speaking with hears something else. It isn't until later in the conversation when they say something that gets it into us the misunderstandings that we identify what happens.
Because of giving this wonderful opportunity to me to give my opinion. And my name is Sivanesh Mayachandran from DKA 1A in Civil Engineering Department. And I'm here to represent of the social background in the most common criteria in forming an opinion of a person. And I'm rather not agree with the statement that has been stated just now. And I'm a social worker student and I'm confused about the term of social background of a client in this context. Social background refers to a person's history in terms of how they were realized and ethnicity and their family background. There are a lot of against of socialization, which are family, peers, religion, government, media, work, ethnic, social groups and school that has been started. As an exemplification, if a student who is from poor family, the student from his school may make him as a downgrade and they won't include him or her into their team. And this situation make very sad and the people surrounded with him avoid talking with him, and I don't think so this kind of situation is repeated to any kind of students else. And the problem or question is why the students don't want to include him or her as their friend because of their family status or background. What if they include him as their friend by not caring about his family status or background? The situation will be very peace and calm if does not come up with such issues. So at last, the conclusion, I will say the social background is very important criteria in forming an opinion at a person based on what I have stated just now.
Thank you so much, Shiva, to give me an opportunity to share my opinions. No, it would rather not. Your opinion, education background or include both your formal education and any informal or continuing education to have received throughout of your lifetime. During an interview, it is common to focus on both your most recent and relevant education experience when answering questions about your education. For example, the job description note that there are certain educational requirements and the rest of the posting indicated the position necessitates excellent time management and communication skill. My educational background includes my high school diploma and sometime in college where I civil engineering. I complete 3 terms of the higher education and that time I honored my communication and time engineering skill in a class such as marketing and English. The second example, my education experience include a recently complete college diploma, which contributed greatly to my development of skills such as a sales and teamwork. I noticed that the job posting listed this as an essential skill for the position. The classes I took and project I completed were for a marketing major and they improved many of the concepts necessary to understanding good sales techniques. I also often worked to complete presentation with classmates and this helped me on my ability to collaborate constructively. My educational background has prepared me well for this position and for a successful career path. I also plan to purchase further coursework in the future in order to keep learning and again the qualification to advance in this field. For this, I agree this, for the betterment of the future generation, it is idea to educate them at school about having a good financial management. In a nutshell, we were unable to come to an agreement to which of the 4 options in the 4 is the best choice. It seems all of us strongly believe in our points, so as we. Thank you.